Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Race5 Smokehouse and Grill. And today, I've got a taste for some comfort food. Luckily, I have a lot of pulled pork left over from a cook I did over the weekend. So today, I am going to be making pulled pork shepherd's pie. Stick around, it's going to be awesome. All right everyone, thanks for sticking around. Like I said, we're going to be making a pulled pork shepherd's pie. I have about 6.5 cups of pulled pork left over. This is probably close to 3 pounds, 2.5, 3 pounds. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add some barbecue sauce to this. Typically I'm not a sauce guy, but to keep this moist throughout the cook, I'm going to add some sauce to it. So let's get into that. Today I'm using the Lily Q's Hot Smoky Barbecue Sauce. This is really, really tasty sauce here. So we're just going to put enough to kind of wet through the meat. Put a glove on in here to get messy. And I'm not going to be completely dousing it, like I said. I just want to kind of get it all covered so that I know that it's going to stay juicy throughout the cook. Run away there. More. So far we're about a half a bottle in, and I think that's going to do it. Yeah, that's going to do it. Okay, now that we've got this mixed up, next step is to get our baking pan, and we're going to use a 13x9 baking pan. We're going to spray it with some cooking oil, put this on the bottom level. We're going to add some frozen peas and frozen corn on top of that, and mashed potatoes on top. Then we're going to throw it in at 350. So let's get our cookie sheet or our cooking pan and get this lined up. All right, we've got our 13x9 baking pan. I'm going to go ahead and spray this. I'm spraying it with some coconut oil cooking spray here. Make sure you get it nice and coated. You don't want anything sticking or burning. Get all the sides, nice coat. Then we're going to put our pork in. Again, right on the bottom here. Nice layer in there. Turns out to be about a perfect amount. All right, now we're going to add some corn, some frozen corn, just over the top of it. Oops, got corn all over the place now. All right, we're going to want some corn. Yeah, we'll go a little bit here. And then we're going to add some peas. Now these are going to cook. You want them frozen so they don't get too mushy during the cook. So once these are cooked, these are going to be perfect texture here. So we get a nice layer of the peas and the corn. Okay, so we got that set. Next step, we're going to layer this with mashed potatoes. And then we're going to finish that with some shredded cheese, some shredded cheddar cheese. So let's get the mashed potatoes, and we're going to put that right on top of here. Nice and easy. Okay, we've got our mashed potatoes. I cooked about, this is roughly 4 pounds of mashed potatoes, peeled, boiled, some milk and butter added to it. We're gonna throw this on top, layer it out, and then we're gonna be almost there. All right, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off some of these edges that I made a mess of, just so it doesn't burn up in the cook. And then first, let me get this cheese on here. We'll get some of the shredded cheese on here. Using the rustic cut sharp cheddar cheese. So there you have it. This is what you're gonna look at right before you put it in the oven. Everything's cooked already. So we're really just looking to get this nice and melty and golden brown and all heated through. So we're gonna keep it in the oven at 350 for about 30 to 45 minutes, you know, depending on how your oven cooks and how everything's looking. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven, which is preheated right now, and we'll see you back in about 45 minutes. This is gonna be good. Okay, we pulled it out of the oven. It actually went close to an hour till it got this nice golden look from the cheesy top with the kind of crusted up, brown, crunchy looking good. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut a section out. Let's take a look how this comes out. It smells delicious. And this looks delicious as well. So that's what we're talking about right here. You got the different layers, you got the pork, you got some veggies, steaming hot, but you can tell that it's still juicy. So let's go ahead and, oh man, this looks good. Smells so good, wow. All right, let's give this a taste. Very hot, just out of the oven. Oh yeah. This is so good, guys. Oh man, give this a shot. If you have a few pounds, couple of pounds left over pulled pork, even if you're making pulled pork, just for the sake of doing this, you have to do it. This is phenomenal. Holy cow. Well, I'm gonna eat right now. This is gonna be my lunch and probably dinner and lunch and dinner tomorrow. So, if you liked what you saw, if you're gonna give this recipe a try, if there's anything you changed, leave me a comment, give me some feedback. Give me a thumbs up, subscription if you like what you saw. Follow me at social media here on Facebook and Instagram. And I'll talk to you soon, next time we have a recipe coming out. Take care, everybody.